How are you doing? Monday morning, and we're back training here. Now, it was a good weekend. It was a fantastic week all last week. PB'd my squat clean, PB'd my front squat 3 rep max, and then on Saturday after the class, or after I finished up that overhead squat session, I had the camera not put away, but I went on anyways and I PB'd my overhead squat and got 105 kilos. That was on Saturday, so it was the end of the week. I was feeling tired and I ended up getting the PB overhead squat. Now, if you look at the reaction of my 125 clean earlier on the week, I was like roaring and shouting with happiness. And then whenever you look at the video from me doing my overhead squat at 105, as soon as I did it, I was just like, whatever, didn't feel too happy at all. And I noticed then that the rest of the day, like as soon as that session finished up, that was the last rep, I had all my training done, then I just started to feel like terrible, like pure, like felt like sad, like for no reason at all, felt just so bad and so sad, like for no reason. So that was grand. That was Saturday. Went home, ate my breakfast. I can't even felt sick eating it, like I just did not even feel like eating, and I'm never like that. Like I'd always be able to eat my grub. Like now I did eat my breakfast, but I had to like force it into me. It wasn't. I just felt sick, and that was grand. Kind of in an old slumpy all day long, and then towards Saturday night, then started to come around to myself a bit. Sunday then, perfect again then, but. The whole thing about it anyways, and this is just mad, Seek of Strength had a video up there, well, whenever I watched it, it was about 14 hours ago, the video came live, and Gurf was talking about, or Owen was talking about, like, how whenever you're tired from training, that you can maybe start to feel sad, and it was actually a pure and utter coincidence that this video came out today. I couldn't believe it. Like it was 5:30 this morning. I was having a cup of coffee and watching the video, and next thing I started to talk about it. And here, I'll play the clip so you can see what I'm on about.
But just general life is draining. But I know sometimes when you're tired like this, not just with training, you feel like, oh, does this mean something's wrong, or does this mean I'm sad, or does this mean... No, it doesn't mean things like that, you know. And I think it's an easy trap we fall into. As much as it sounds like a cliche to say it, generally in the modern world, sometimes we have too much time to think. Some people don't think enough about the right aspects of their life. They don't put enough right introspection, but then they also have too much time to think about nonsense. Too much in their feelings, not enough thinking, not enough logical thought. And I think we kind of get caught up in how we're feeling and not really thinking clear through it. So it's kind of a paradox. It's kind of a comedy of errors in some ways. So this evening, I had objectively a fantastic evening. Had a good day at work. Everything's going great. Some fabulous time with my family. I came out here at about 8:30, put my son to bed, not because I had to, because I wanted to. I lay down in the bed next to him while he drank his milk, and he put his little hand on my chin, and I listened to James Blunt's album while he was finishing his milk, and we went for a walk before that. And objectively, it's incredible. Everything is fantastic, you know. But just because I'm not super high energy, you could fall into the mistake of being like, oh man, this is shit. But in reality, it's fantastic. And then I got it into my massive shed, and then I did some squats.
So like you see there, he's saying like about how you can get tired, and then that in turn then starts to make you feel sad. And he was saying there that like he knows he's not sad because he has everything. He's so happy. Like he's got a baby boy there, he's feeding him milk, he's listening to the James Blunt album, he's got a big shed, he's going out to do his squats. And that's the exact same way as I felt. Like I knew on Saturday, although I felt rubbish, I felt like, but I knew in the back of my head, I said, Kevin, there's no need to be sad. You've everything going, like everything's going for you, like you're hitting PBs all week, everything's going great, like, but just the tiredness. And I would have automatically started to think, like, geez, is there something wrong with me, as your boy Gurf was saying, like, but obviously there's not. Like I was just tired. So like, just if you do feel a wee bit like that, then that's the reason. I couldn't believe that video there came out the same day, or came out the day after what happened to me on Saturday. But that was just a real slumpy day, and that's what it's from. It's just from tiredness. And I've been saying it in the vlogs. Obviously, we're snatching 100 kilos, and saying that's taking up the 2 rest days, Thursday and Sunday. We're squatting then on top of it. I thought I had 2 weeks left to do the squats, but I've only 1 week to do now. We're aiming for a PB now this week. We're hitting our old 1 rep max now. This week is the first session. It's like 135 kilo 2x2, and then we go back to 108 for 6x2s, and then on towards the end of the week, and we're going to try and PB. I think we're looking to go at 105%, so should be looking to go at about 143 kilos for the new 1 rep max. So that's going to free up a wee bit more time now and get a bit more recovery. And that's basically it. So that was my Saturday. But again, woke up Sunday then, perfect, back to normal. But just for those couple of hours on Saturday, that was a slumpy. And it's just from training. So if you do ever get like that, that's all it is. You just know that it's going to be over as quick as you get a good sleep and a bite to eat and fed and watered, you come around yourself again. But that was it. So it was a very morbid start to a Monday, but it is what it is. It gave you the highs and the lows, I suppose, along this snatch cycle, the whole training block as it is. So that was it. Anyways, if you haven't, if you're not subscribed to that Seek of Strength, they're really, really, really good. I would definitely go and give them boys a follow. Wild good, very interesting, very smart boys. And I am glad to see that video today, because it just means that I'm not the only one on that boat. I'm sure there's people watching this have definitely experienced the same thing. If you have, let us know. Right, as far as training goes for the day, we have 9 sets of snatch doubles to do the day, unbroken snatches at 75%. This is for time, but as I was saying the other day as well, because we're doing so much volume, I'm taking the for time element out of this. I'm just doing this for 9 sets for quality of 2 unbroken snatches, 75%. It's not heavy, 73 kilos, but it's just to chip through them and get her done. So I've got 4 of them done. I've got 5 sets of 2 left, and I'll get back at them here now. Right, that's the first piece of snatching done. Next thing I'm going to do now is, we did a wee bit of this last week, I just want to touch on the same again. We're not even overloading this, we're just going back to it. And we're doing some 5x5s again on the strict pulling. So just 5x5 strict pull-ups with a weighted vest on. And that'll be the bit of pulling done, snatching done, and then we just have like a 27-minute conditioning piece to do today. So I'll be glad to get this done now out of the way today, in fairness. Start recovering again, get a good day's rest, food, sleep, and be back chirpy on Tuesday again. But no, we're still, like, we are chirpy today, definitely perfect form. But just to get back to that energy now again for hitting these sessions hard. Let's see, this week now is week 7 for the snatch as well, and on week 7, day 1, we're building a heavy single. And coming away like with the confidence of snatching, or of overhead squatting 105, and then doing a 100 kilo double on the overhead squat on Saturday. All I need to do now on Wednesday is get in underneath that 100 kilos and stand it up. That would be lovely, like that on week 7. If I could hit 100 kilo on the snatch this week, that's week 7. Like, so you've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got another month to keep building on that before the end of the cycle, which means you might even go beyond it. Like, now, I haven't had it yet. I don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but we're looking good. So just again, take the intensity down the day, start to recover, start to feel good again, and come Wednesday I want to be peaking for Wednesday night on that snatch session. So I'll be a bit more strict pulling here now, 5x5 on that, and we'll knock these out. Right folks, see whenever you do a strict pull-up, right, and your chin's over the bar, when you come down, don't go just as far as here with your arms still bent and then pull up. Make sure we get all the way down and then get all the way back over the bar. You know, like if you don't fully lock out your arm, then you're only going through half the range of motion. Maybe I know if you're scaling a pull-up, then that's okay. You can start to build and get lower and lower, and eventually you'll be able to lock it out and pull from that dead hang again. But try your best to do that. Don't skimp on it. If you're fit to do it, do it. If not, then you can adjust and adapt to scale it back. Even if you wanted to practice, like say you were doing it just bodyweight, no band or not assisted, and you could only get down a small bit, well, maybe try get like a lighter band, get the full range of motion, and practice coming from that dead hang position, and then pull up then, and you will get stronger that way. So just bear that in mind. Don't kind of like half do the rep. Try and get the full range. Right, so that's the pull-ups done. Now we have a 27-minute conditioning piece. The way this is going to work is 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. First movement we're doing 3 minutes on, that is going to be the rower, so max calories, 3 minutes on the row, rest 3 minutes, then we're going to max burpee box jumps in the next 3 minutes, rest another 3. Max shuttle runs in, each shuttle run will be 25 foot out and back. That's going to be the way the shuttle runs are going to work. And then we have max rope climbs in 3 minutes, and then finishing off with a max cal bike erg at the very end. So that's the next piece, 27 minutes, just get a nice wee sweat on, moving through it, just nice and steady, and we'll get into that next, and that's the last piece of the day then. So a long one, but at least that's it done then. Right, so that's the workout done. As I was saying, there's no wild intensity put on that at all. I just chipped through it. I'd hardly even broke sweat, to be honest. But it's just using that as a recovery day now to get back to energetic state again, so we can push on hard this week now and maybe hit that 100 kilo snatch hopefully this week, and that'll put us in good stead then. Another one then to the front squat. So it's a big week, hey, definitely a big week coming now. I'm going to set these goals now at the start of the week to try and hit them. I'm fairly confident that I will. I just need to get my energy back. Just Saturday definitely was a telltale sign, you're just tired, you are tired, and it's going to happen, you know what I mean, you're going to get tired, but you just have to not let it overcome you and just try and get back and just adjust intensity to meet your body, you know what I mean. Sometimes you still have to get it done. I find because I'm in the middle of the cycle, so I don't want to stop, so just screw down the intensity, just adjust it, and you can continue on. So that's the plan. Right, folks, I am going to coach a 10 o'clock class now. I'm going to go home, get a bite to eat, edit this video, and I'm going to start to sleep as much as I can from now to tomorrow, and I'll be back tomorrow flying. So that's the vlog, folks. We'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Good luck.